Good morning.
Oh,
You already out here working?
I'm usually out here at 6 o'clock.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I try to work a little, but the situation is I'm real slow right now, but
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit done.
Well, let me see what you got here.
Well, this is a neck that I built from scratch. Got my name on it.
You did all that inlay?
Oh, no.
Oh, you buy
No,
it
I don't
with
have a
the
CNC
inlay.
machine. This is done with a CNC machine. That's
Okay.
$200 for that fretboard.
Oh, wow. And it says Billy House.
It's a Tree of Life.
That's beautiful.
Anyway,
But you built
I
the
built this whole deal,
wood
and
part.
I used this piece of extra hard. This part is mahogany. This part here's walnut. And this is mahogany. Of course, this is a cap that I've taken out of a fretboard, and I cap every one of mine with a little ornament of some kind. Whatever is in there, I just put it in there. See.
Oh.
And when that's finished out, it's really pretty.
We need to look at one that's finished
Well,
later on.
It'd take me an hour and a half, but I'll find one. Anyway, this piece of wood here, I split the neck. It's 1 1/8 inches thick at the
Okay.
time. I split the neck on the saw, on the table saw. I run a piece of hard maple down the middle of it, a 1/2 inch thick. That reinforces everything where I glue the headstock on, see.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't build many. I could never build enough for the missionaries, so I
Right.
have a manufacturing company that manufactures mine according to my specifications.
Okay.
And they build them, be honest with you, so much better than I can in a small shop like this.
Yeah.
The finishes are better, the looks are better, but this is one I built all the way right here. I built this one in 2018 and 2019.
So you're redoing the neck and
Well,
everything?
it had a crack in the top, and we put a new Adirondack spruce top on it, and it's Indian rosewoods, very, very beautiful rosewoods.
Mm-hmm.
This belongs to my son, Billy John. Doing repairs, setups. I do a lot of setups for people who don't know what that means. Now, the guitar pickers, they all know.
Yeah.
But the setup is being able to set every string at every fret, the height that it's supposed to be, all the way from the 14th fret, which joins the guitar, from the first fret. The first fret starts off at 8 thousandths of an inch
Okay.
from the string to the fret. And so when you press it, you're only pressing 8 thousandths. Now they gradually get a little bit higher as you go down the neck, because if you don't, then the strings will bang out somewhere. So that's what a setup is.
Oh.
It's setting it up where it feels good to the hand. See, a lot of people's fretboards, you can actually get cut on the edge of the frets. Now,
Right.
I put these frets all in, and I file them, as you can see here. This is where I work the edges over,
Oh, I see.
so you
Very
cannot
nice.
even feel it. I spent probably 3 days filing. You can't feel
Wow.
anything on the side of the neck. See?
Yeah.
And a guitar picker does not like to run into something sharp up here on the nut, and he doesn't like to be cut in public.
Right. Or
And
private.
I have been cut by guitars
Yeah.
with frets.
We had a comment from somebody talking about that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to find him and
Yeah.
tag him in this
Okay.
to give him an answer for that.
That'd
And
be-
then, yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it?
It's all done with a file. I put these in by hand. I have a cast iron tabletop. I lay the fretboard down before it goes on here, and I have a little clamp, but there's an oval arch on these necks, see. So when we get the fret, it has an oval in it. See here? Here's one of the frets, that the oval.
Yeah.
So you start
It has
on
that
one
arch.
side and you just tap it across.
Yeah.
And then when the work begins, you got to put the purfling on the edges. You got to put the position markers down this side. Drill the hole. Put the little black pegs in there.
Yes.
There's just I'll probably put between 50 and 75 hours in one neck. This hasn't had the fretboard put on it yet.
But is this how it comes? Or you built
No,
this
I
without
built
the...
it. I built them all the way.
Okay, this is
This
a
one's all walnut.
basic one without anything. You built it and it doesn't have the fretboard.
No, I don't have the adjustment rod. Here's the adjustment rod. Put it in first, the fretboard on it, glue it on, then we start setting up the distances and the things that are on the guitar from the first fret to the 12th fret. You measure the distance, and it has to be exact. And usually on D boxes, which is the big Martin style box, usually those are 12 3/4 inches. So you have to have more distance from the 12th fret to the bridge saddle than you do from the nut up here to the 12th fret, which is right here. You need a little less than a 1/16 of an inch. Sometimes I only put a 32nd.
Okay.
So it's just according to exactly where the 12th fret hits the guitar body. All right. So you have to add distance. If you don't, when you tune it, it'll be out of tune at different areas on the fretboard going down.
Okay. I gotcha.
And so they have to be, God was involved in all these instruments. And because I believe there's so many instruments we don't even know about in heaven.
Yes.
And one day we're going to get to see the master maker of the guitar. The Bible said that, I believe it's in the 4th chapter of Genesis, that Jubal started building harps, which is the grandfather of our pianos.
Right.
A grand piano is nothing but a steel harp inside.
Laying on its side.
It just looks just like a harp.
Yeah.
Only you use hammers to hit the keys instead of using the fingers, and you don't have it standing up playing it like this. It's just for convenience is what it is.
Right.
Because somebody asked me, I said, David played the harp, and it ran the evil spirits off from King Saul for a season. And I asked this old man one time many years ago. He was a real joker and a real lot of fun. I said, "What tune do you think David played?" He said, "I believe it was the 12th Street Rag." And I said, "You're kidding me." He said, "No, it had to be something lively because it even made him want to dance."
Yeah, this is true.
So, there's so many wonderful things to do with building a guitar. 5,000 and something moves to make.
Yeah.
Because I have a machine behind this door over here, on this wall, that bends all the sides. Let me show you something here if I can do this. This is this is one I'm in the process of building, and I've already bent the sides. I've still got to square it up. I've already bent the sides and put the nerfing in here. Put the head block for the neck block, and then the tail block that holds it all together. And so when I get this squared up with the bottom on it, see, it'll square up real pretty and nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a normal size D. It would be like a D18 Martin or D28, all the D boxes. And it's a normal J50 Gibson. Now, some of the Gibsons get a little narrower here at the upper bout. But most of them and the jumbo Gibsons, they're almost the same size. They may be off a quarter of an inch. This is called the upper bout, the lower bout. I call it the hip and the shoulder, but it's upper bout, the lower bout, the waist, right here. These are supposed to be 15 1/4 inches at the lower bout, supposed to be 11 1/2 inches at the upper bout. So it will be when I square it up, that's like that with the back. Something has to hold it in place. So this is the beginning of, this is the first step on a guitar. Getting the side pieces cut all the way down to a 32nd of an inch, and then bending them on a hot machine at 375 degrees, wet with water, and I use butcher paper on there, and it holds the water in long enough. 1 hour, and it cools down, and you can take it out and get your blocks ready, and glue this part together, and then put the nerfing on. Then comes the back, then comes the front. There's tons of work to do on all of those.
That's a lot of
So you can imagine. The finishing takes me about 10 hours. I put 15 coats of conversion varnish on it, which is just virtually impossible to melt with any chemicals. It's just so hard. Everybody's using it now. They used lacquer for years. It was very unstable. It was very flammable, and it also would soften too quick, and it would yellow all your plastic. That plastic's been on that guitar for 8 years now. It's never yellowed one bit.
It's as white as can be.
And that is the new, what they call conversion varnish. It has to be activated at the time that you're spraying it. And in 1 hour and a half, you can sand it and put the next coat on it. Lacquer takes 3 to 4 days. So it's really an advantage.
Wow.
That's part of it right there.
What about this one? So this one's the next
That's
step
when
after
it's being
that.
built. It's being
You've
built.
got the front and back on.
I had some problems with the front, so I actually got the bridge on in the wrong place. So I had to refix the bridge and reset a neck for it. I have a neck here for it somewhere. I believe it's this one right here. I believe this is the neck that goes on it right here. And that is a triple O, like a triple O Martin, but it's not. It's a triple O Billy House. So it's a triple O, and it's going to be a beautiful little guitar. Actually, they really made those for women because they're made a little bit different. See, they're made to fit the women's anatomy. It has a deeper cut in the. See, a lot of people don't even know that, but just
I see this.
See what I'm talking about?
I know, because I played guitar.
They're lighter, and they have a beautiful tone to them. Beautiful.
So what is this one called? What did you just say?
This would be like a parlor guitar, 00018.
Oh, okay. Wow, I like that. Now, what about the one my dad always played? Is that
well, that's a triple 018 Martin, and it's
That's
a
what I thought.
1937
Yeah.
that my father bought in a pawn shop in Watsonville, California. I remember this well. That was before Pearl Harbor. That was a year before Pearl Harbor. And I remember that well when they brought it home, because my little fingers wanted to get a hold of it, and they wouldn't let me play it at Martin. You know, it was made in '37. We got it. Of course, it was 3 years old when we got it. So I've been playing it since I was about 6. But I didn't play it as a regular guitar. They didn't let a little boy have that Martin and run around the house with it. So,
You had the harmony.
So I had the harmony from that
Sears.
was made for. I don't even know what the real brand was, but it was made by Harmony for Sears Roebuck. And the strings were about this tall on it. My little hands could not grip them together. And that Martin played like a dream. I wanted to play it. And I eventually did play it in the band later on.
We need to show that later on. We need to get that one out, and that's one that's nearest and dearest to my heart.
You see me holding it in my hands now, and we have a picture, I think, that's probably already posted of me and my dad when I was 9.
Yeah.
That was the Harmony guitar right there in that picture. So that gives you a little background on. And I got into building guitars because I had one built, and it cost me a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know, if those people can build a guitar, I believe I can build one too. So I did like most people did. I started out with kits.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these companies would sell those beautiful kits. This was a kit to begin with.
Okay.
And so I think at that time they were $500-600. Now a good Brazilian, or not Brazilian, but a Indian rosewood kit with a Appalachian spruce front on them, just the kit to build them with, no purfling. Or I think they send you one piece of purfling that you're supposed to put it on only on the front. You just let the wood go to the wood on the back.
Yeah.
But anyway, they send you one bridge. They send you a neck. It's about a third dime. You got to figure out how to shape it.
Okay.
But anyway, they cost about $500 back then. That was in 2017, and some of them you can get on sale for $400 or even $300 sometimes. Well, they're a little bit more than that now. If you go and check, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of them will run $1,500, $2,000.
Oh,
bucks.
just the
So
kit.
that's when I decided to get into building my own,
Yeah.
bending my sides of my guitars and stuff like that.